Hey, welcome back in, everybody. We're back in the saddle, back from vacation. So we're going to do some shipping, and we're going to do some shipping with all the platforms. I told you guys before I left, hopefully everyone's doing well. Before I left, I turned all my stores on vacation mode. And then last Thursday, I turned everything off of vacation mode. And now we had some sales. Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, and eBay. As you're coming in, let me know how you're doing. How are sales? Summer slowdown hitting? You guys not feeling it? You're combating it? What's up with it? What's up with it, everybody? And we'll go over it. We'll do what we do. News over here. In the reselling world, I know eBay Open is in like 8 weeks. June is already halfway finished, which is crazy. June is already halfway finished. What's up, Amy D? What's up, Amy D? Juliet, good morning. Rolling Stones, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you guys. You guys, welcome back. What's up? Brittany, cruise was good. Cruise was good. No kids, different type of week. Didn't have to worry about kids club and getting them and this and that. It was that just alone brings down the ease a few notches. That alone. Melissa, what's up? Last week was weird for sales, but over the weekend I got about 8. That's good. That's good. So, yeah, I mean, ebbs and flows as always, but there is a summer slowdown. It's a thing. But you can combat it. You can just list more on all that store. I talk about it all the time, but it's just the way it is. Just the more you list, the more you'll sell. Go Pacers, yes. So on the cruise, I watched all the Pacers games. We had 2 L's on the cruise and 1 win. So the series is tied at 2-2 with the game tonight in Oklahoma City. Go Pacers. I feel like we have to win this game. If we don't win this game, it's not going to be good for us. What's up, Andrew? What's up, Andrew? My sales have picked up. Did over $600 yesterday on a Sunday. Dang. On a holiday, by the way, guys, this week is Juneteenth. I'm pretty sure the post office is closed, just FYI, on Juneteenth. Morning. Have a great day, all. Headed to the regular job, Billy said. All right, Billy, have a good day at the reg. Come home, do some side hustle. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's get into what sold while I was gone. I will tell you my sales were about 50% of normal. But Thursday, I turned my store back on Depop and Mercari and Poshmark. And I made 1 Mercari sale. Wow. Imagine. And I made 1 Depop sale. Ooh. And then I made 8 Poshmark sales. So Poshmark's still doing all right for me. I haven't worked up to 3 suspensions yet. I've still only done 2. We'll see how that goes. What's up, Nick? My accountant didn't file my taxes for 2023. New fear unlocked. Oh, damn. It's not a fear. It's just that, you're going to probably owe, right? Hopefully not. That sucks. Sorry, Nick. Yeah. Hate it when we all hate when we have things come up and they're not fun money. Like going on a cruise is fun money to spend. Buying a refrigerator for the garage is not fun to spend, or paying back tax stuff. What's up, Sophia? Hope you're doing well. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and knock out some of the Depop and Poshmark since there's only 2 of those. Depop and Poshmark. So you see what's selling on each one. Depop and Mercari, I mean. So Depop I thought these would sell on Depop. They didn't. These South Pole shorts, they're not regular jean shorts. They're like a bone white, and they also have that old South Pole tag. These sold for $29.70 on Mercari. You know the time of sale that is. Oh yeah, crap! I gotta tell you guys something else too. eBay is generating. Is eBay generating labels for you today? Yeah. I got all my labels from eBay just a few minutes ago. So this is the deal. I ran out of bags before I left. And me being who I am with my squirrel brain, I wasn't thinking about ordering bags because I was thinking about going on a cruise. So like yesterday, I'm pulling all this inventory. I already packed. You can see down there. I already packed like, I don't know, 15 items. And I don't have any bags. So now I'm going to have to use these big old AMD, big old bags for little items, which sucks because these are kind of expensive. But I did get on eBay and finally use those coupons. So don't forget, use your coupons if you have an eBay store, guys, for shipping supplies. I buy poly mailers. So whatever you buy. Let's see. I pay, but they never file electronic. Oh, IRS is nicer about it. Okay, got you. Sir, what's up, Chris? How was the trip? Welcome back. The trip was good. Surprisingly, we can talk about it. First of all, you guys know I love cruising. Cruises are my favorite. They're not for everyone. They're my favorite. We went with a group of 20 people, 17 people, and everyone on there, most of them were new cruisers, and they had a blast, and they're like, I want to do it again when we can book our next cruise. That's not always the case, but I love cruises. It was great. I was surprised in June that it was as mild and not rainy as I thought it would be in the Caribbean. I thought it would be scorching hot, muggy, and just rainy because it's the start of the rainy season down there. And it rained one day for 15 minutes in Dominican. And then it was like mid 80s the whole time. It was not bad at all. So that makes me think like maybe the beginning of June isn't too bad to go on a cruise. Not a bad time. Not a bad time. Great weather. I think the post office is open today. Yeah, post office is open today. It's just not open on June 19th. June 19th is closed, pretty sure. Whitney, here we go. 2 Mercari, 2 Depop, 4 Poshmark, no eBay. What? What's going on with the Bay? Might be doing a sale. Yeah, you run a sale. I keep talking about this. I need to run a sale on my eBay for like all my spring and summer. I'm telling you, in 2 months from now, in 8 weeks, I'm going to be listing fall and winter. That's crazy to say. In 8 weeks, I'm going to be starting to list fall and winter. I'm not listing any more spring and summer in 8 weeks. That is insane to think about. The middle of August is when I start to list jeans and flannels and all that stuff. It's crazy. That's crazy. So I need to put a sale. That's a good point. Put on a sale for all your spring and summer stuff because I'm telling you, once August hits, people are going to be in the mindset back to school, jeans, fall, all that sort of stuff. After a week in overturns, I had 11 last week as well. Love reselling, but still always a joy. Not always a joy. Yeah, for sure. Nick knows. He's been in the game a while. I know, Amy D. The problem is today I have a little box. I know. How much does eBay, what is that? If you have more than 250, I'm trying to figure out that word. I have other stories from this trip, by the way. I missed my coupons twice. I'm telling you, I almost missed it. It's July 1st is when your new ones come and your old ones expire. So mine's $50 credit towards, and it's eBay is such punks when it comes to this. I mean, whatever, but it was like $40 or $35 for what I wanted. And of course I have $15 left to spend and nothing's $15 that I'd want. So I doubled it up and I ended up spending some money, but it is what it is. So what's up, piece of scrap? Good morning. Cruise is good. I'll talk some more about it. Where do you find the coupons? Do you have to be on the desktop? Yeah, you go on the desktop. I'll show you. You guys know it's Monday. We're going to be doing talking. Let me bring you over to eBay. Boop. I don't even know. I'll try to remember from last night. So my eBay, you're going to go. Oh, no. Go to sell. Go to store. And go to subscriber discounts. And you'll see that this right here. Your shipping coupon. So you'll go to sell. You go to store, subscriber discounts, and then your code will be right here. And then you'll be able to click copy code, and then it'll take you straight to like, do you want to start shopping? And it'll take you straight to the eBay page. So that's how you do that. Switch your media 3 menu. I don't even know what that means. J. Crew is a buy or skip. It just depends what it is. I skip on most J. Crew, Roberto. Most J. Crew. So let me think about J. Crew that I pick up. J. Crew Ludlow suits I pick up men's. Some of the women's blazers can do well. J. Crew new with tag stuff, but I really don't pick up much J. Crew. I skip on almost all my J. Crew. So the poly mailer is good because the tape is very cheap. Yeah, I don't buy the tape from eBay. You guys know I'm a 3-inch tape guy. I don't buy that little 2-inch stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, these bags are really good. These bags are really good. They're thicker than any bags I have. So these bags are good. These are the bigger ones. 18, I don't know, 21. No, these definitely, it's got to be in the 20s size-wise. Know what I mean? The Glad Trip was good. Yeah. So some crazy stuff. I'll tell you a little story before we get started. As I pack these, we already talked about these. These sold for $29.70. So these were a Nifty sale. I did get a lot of Nifty sale. As we go through all of our sales, I'll let you know if it's a Nifty, a regular sale, or a promoted listing sale, which I had a ton of those I noticed while on the cruise. And I also listed 54 items while I was gone, because last night I came home and I cross-listed them. 54 items while I was gone is what I listed. So, okay, crazy thing. We're in Miami, and we stayed in a nice upscale neighborhood near the port, near downtown Miami. It's called Brickell. And there was, we did a walk, and we came across these crime scene investigator trucks. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Crime scene investigator trucks are like, oh man, there's probably something going on, whatever. And we walk up this hill, and there's just police cars, police, ambulance, everything, as far as you can see, under this huge, really nice high-rise that's on the ocean, that's on the bay. And so we see it, we're like, oh man, something happened. Obviously, crime scene, like someone probably got something bad happen. We go around the corner, up the hill and around the corner, and the street's blocked off with SWAT team, Miami SWAT team, like all these SWAT people out, the SWAT truck, tons of cop cars, news, like what you see, right? We're like, oh my gosh, and of course we're like standing there, we got hours, let's just sit around. So the SWAT comes down and out, and like you can see they disperse, like everything's calmed down. Come to find out that a guy in the building that we walked by, random, got stabbed to death. And unfortunately, in the way it happened, we looked up later on the police report, someone walked into the building with a group of people, went to a random floor, went around, checked all the doors, saw what was open, went in the door that was open. A 17-year-old was sleeping, went in there, did the thing, and then left and ran into a building, a high-rise being worked on, under construction. The whole thing was under construction. Went up and either jumped or fell. And that person perished too. So that was pretty crazy to see that. And we talked to some locals, and they said stuff like that never happens in that part of the city. So that was pretty intense. That's a short story before we left. No eBay for me either. So weird. Yeah, I have only had one eBay sale overnight. I don't know. It's summer slowdown. I don't know if you guys haven't been around. Summer slowdown is a thing. I like to talk about how you combat it, and it's not a thing because I don't like to think negatively, but it's a thing. You'll see slower sales in the summer, and especially for me, smaller payouts, because most of my sales are those $23 items, $20 items. So that's the way the cookie crumbles this time of year. But back to school, things start picking up. All my sales at eBay, but Mercari and Poshmark crush really bad. All my sales at eBay, but Mercari or Poshmark is crushed really bad. Yeah. I don't know. Sounds like different platforms for different folks. I just sold a comfy wearable blanket with an Eddie Bauer down vest. I sell winter year round. Yes, I do too. I sell winter year round. And I'll explain it to you guys if you're newer. And you'll see what I'm selling right now. I just sold a pair of shorts. This next item's my Depop item. It's a pair of shorts. These are Oregon Ducks Nike. I buy stuff like this. This sold for $20. So whenever I talk about, I start selling my fall and winter and all that stuff, people are like, I sell year round. So do I. But you're selling I'm probably selling 95 or more % spring and summer during spring and summer. And in the winter and fall, I'm selling winter and fall items 95% or more during that time of year. So that's what I'm focused on listing, and that's how I combat summer slowdown. So right now, when I go thrifting, I thrift a whole bunch, and I have cash roll to be able to do this. I didn't used to, where I can thrift as much as I want. And I will list all my spring and summer from February until August. And that's the stuff that's selling. That's the stuff that I'm selling the most of. Yes, I'll get a jacket here. Yes, I'll get a pair of jeans there. But for every one of those, I'm selling 20 pairs of shorts. So I'm selling what's on season. If you go into Dick's right now, you're not going to find a single jacket. You're going to find all spring, golf, summer stuff because that's what's selling the most. So I'm doing exactly what they're doing, which has worked for me over the past few years. Now, when I first started, I would thrift, and anything I would find, I would list immediately because that's what I had. I'd be twiddling my thumbs if not. Now I always have stuff to list, and it's on season items. So got 3 sales, William. There you go. 3 or 2 sales. Better than nothing. 2's better than 1. Let's put it that way. Yeah, we're positive over here. You ever sell electronics? How do you handle testing items? I honestly, Maria, I really don't like selling electronics. I try to avoid it. If I'm selling electronics, I usually do it Facebook Marketplace, local pickup, but I don't. I avoid electronics at thrift stores. Garage sales, I might not, but like VCRs and DVD, all that sort of stuff, I don't. Twofold. Number 1, I don't want to test it. Number 2, I don't want to deal with people returning. People, there have been times where I've sold Bose systems before and I'll get it returned and it's not the same one. It's a different serial number. So I just don't like to deal with electronics that much to ship online. Now, I know a lot of people, that's all they do, and they make a ton of money. J-Ride Flips makes a ton of money doing that. But it's just not something I like doing. I'd much rather sell hard goods, bags, antiques, collectibles, things like that. Just started sales, sent out coupons this morning. Seems to always be getting things moving. All right, there you go. I think we all need to follow suit a little bit. All need to run some sales, unless you don't want to. Let me put this, even though this did not sell on eBay, I don't care. Good morning, Frugal. What's up? And they're asking how much eBay charges after 150 listings. Back in the day, it was 30 cents per listing. But a lot of people don't realize your listings renew and count towards that monthly. Yeah. Okay. So if you don't have an eBay store, you get 250 free insertion fees. And what Nick is saying, after 30 days, eBay renews your listing, and that costs an insertion fee. So once you get up to, 200 items, and let's say every month 150 of those renew, you're only getting to list 100 items before paying insertion fees. I don't know how much insertion fees are because I haven't done that in forever, but I'm sure it's just an easy Google search after 250. But like what Nick is saying, those renewals every 30 days count as an insertion fee. So if you gotta realize that too. Do you buy Supreme or Outdoor Research? Yes. OR, Outdoor Research, a great brand. I just sold and shipped one recently. Outdoor Research. Yeah. Supreme, I bought a few pieces before, but I never know if it's real or not. Like I just bought all those Fear of God, Essential Fear of God. I feel like they're fake. So I'm giving to my buddy who does vintage stuff. He has a clothing booth, and he says that stuff sells at his clothing booth. So I don't really, all that hype wear stuff, that have drops like Supreme and Fear of God, all that, there's a lot of fakes. But Outdoor Research, there's not going to be fakes with that. That's a great brand to be on the lookout for. Good morning. So happy to see you. Aw, thanks. That's nice of you, Jessica. I'm happy to be back and talk to you guys. Yeah, I'm happy to be back in the saddle. You know how it is. Vacation is great. And then you're like, all right, I'm ready to be home. That's kind of how it is, you know. That comfy brand veroed me twice for those wearable blankets. What? Be careful, guys. So comfy brand veroed 2 Veros. You get like 3 or 4 Veroed and you're in trouble on eBay. Big trouble. eBay does not mess around, y'all. So you cancel sales, you're going to get brought down to below standard. You're going to have privileges taken away. They will Vero you. You get enough, you will get suspended. eBay does not play. Poshmark, they don't care. Depop, they don't seem to care. Mercari, eBay does not play. I hope you had an awesome Father's Day. Father's Day was good. Father's Day was good. In our family, we kind of like the patriarch. It's their day. So whoever the patriarch is in the families, that's who we really celebrate. I don't care too much about it, other than like, you know, being with my dad and my father-in-law. Those bags from eBay, do you pay or get for free? So these I get from the eBay store, the subscriber discounts. So these I get with my $50 discount for having a store. Otherwise, no, I wouldn't pay. I don't pay for those. If you're binge shopping, J. Crew pants move super well, $10 to $13. There you guys go. If you're binge shopping, also okay, J. Crew. We're talking about J. Crew. J. Crew jeans. I haven't sold a pair in a while because I don't sell a lot of jeans this time of year. But J. Crew jeans with the Japanese denim, I always buy those for $7.99. Those are always usually pickup. You just want to make sure, you know, check the condition and stuff like that. J. Crew jeans with the Japanese denim. You'll find that on the inside pocket. So let's say you have a pair of jeans. These are a pair of Levi's, but pretend they're J. Crew. You have the jeans. You're going to open them up like this and look at the right pocket on the inside right there. And it's going to have a little tag that says Japanese denim. I always pick those up. Those always are a little bit more expensive retail, which means resale is a little bit more expensive. You get on your phone also. I have a Google eBay sell. Okay, there you guys go. You get on your phone also. So you can get that discount on your phone also and do it. You can always do your phone in desktop mode too. You can always go to the bottom and put it in like desktop mode or whatever, like original mode, and your phone could go to like that, at least on my iPhone. Welcome back finally. You were missed. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I got to ship stuff. We got to list stuff. I need to sell stuff. That's basically it. That's the name of the game. I need to make some money, y'all. Money, y'all. I joined at an interesting time. Oh, was it during my Miami Vice story? Yeah. Crazy. And it wasn't even in a bad part of town. Travis Matthew is a buy or skip. Who did a, I think, Caleb, you didn't. I think it was Chris at Peak did a Travis Matthew. Well, if you must know, my last sale was a Travis Matthew. So the thing I sold last, which was overnight, was a Travis Matthew quarter zip. So I would say Travis Matthew just depends on your buy cost. The polos have been selling for me. I only get them if they're in pretty much 9 out of 10 condition, or 10 out of 10, and they're $4.99 for me. And I sell them between like $17.99 and $21.99, just depending. And again, they have to be in really good condition, almost perfect. Travis Matthew shorts and pants I still buy, and those are about the same price range for me. And stuff like this, a little bit heavier Travis Matthew stuff, if I can get it cheap, I will pick that up too. So yeah, Travis Matthew, it still sells. It's okay. I actually thought about not picking it up earlier this year, if you guys remember that. And then it started selling for me on Depop and some other places. So I'm like, I'll keep picking it up. I know, sad. Yeah, wild and sad about those. Bought orders for $5. Let's go. Yeah, the what happened in Miami is crazy. Good morning from Buc-ee's. What's up, Buc-ee's? We flew over many of Buc-ee's, I think. We did not drive, which was good, but we also got stuck in Washington, D.C. during the parade. They closed all the airspace for 3 hours, so our plane got delayed for forever. And, of course, when that happened, then our pilot couldn't fly anymore, so I had to wait for a new pilot. You guys know the deal. Went to Men's Warehouse on Sunday and picked up a 2XL vest for $1. $97. That bad boy is going on eBay, new with tags. Let's go. $1.97. I feel like you just can't lose anything new with tags. So there you guys go. Men's Warehouse. Do some retail arbitrage at Men's Warehouse. Why not? Why not? I remember when I was at Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't even know if I might have some left. I was getting Columbia shorts new with tags for $2.50. It's not a brand I pick up, but $2.50 new with tags, you just can't beat that. Just one eBay sale for me this week. Well, let's start this week off good. Let's run some sales. Let's list a whole bunch. You're going to be selling the in-season items, guys. I'm just telling you right now. Travis Matthew, golf. Polo Ralph Lauren, short sleeve. These are Lululemon shorts, linen, top. The next thing's a polo. Everything is going to be, most everything's going to be in season. That's what you really want to focus on if you can get it. That's why I store everything that's off season in my storage unit. And then when the fall comes and everyone's at the thrift store looking for fall stuff, I have hundreds of pieces to list. Good morning from Cali. What's up, Cali? Am I still at 9% promotion? I am still at 9%. Just getting started with Posh and Nifty. I have Nifty set up questions. Is there a good place to ask questions? An actual person, not the bot on Nifty website? Christine, go to Surf's reseller community. So let me go to Google. Okay. So just go to Google. Go to Google and type in Surf's reseller community, and this will pop up. It's a group I started a while ago. It's a free group. It's just private because we want to be able to kick people out that try to sell stuff. But yeah, you go in there and you ask a question and you'll have people answer you right away. It's just a community of like bullos sharing, stuff like that. What's up from Nashville? What's up, Nashville? What's up, Nashville? Travis Matthew answered that one. If you have 270 items, is it cheaper to pay for a subscription? Yeah, I think it's cheaper, William. I think you're better off buying a store subscription on eBay with 280 items, especially if you're listing weekly. Because you got to be thinking, at least 200 of those are going to be renewing probably every month. And so there goes all your insertion fees for the most part. Poshmark doesn't care what you do. Just don't delist sold items. It's unforgivable. I'm telling you, right? Just whatever you do, don't delist sold items so it sells and you have to cancel the sell on Poshmark. I think they're working it out. I haven't had any. Well, I guess I was on vacation mode for about 5 days on there, but I haven't had another email yet. What's up, Kayla? Kayla's in the house. What's up, Kayla? I shouted out Kayla yesterday. I said, Kayla. It was Father's Day. I said, Kayla is that girl that got knocked up by the mailman. We always say, oh, you know, your wife's messing with the mailman. She's that wife. She's that person. Good morning, Running Yahoo. Just flip the hem and look for the selvage. You're doing too much with the inside pocket. So, JD, not all J. Crew is with the Japanese denim is selvage. Let me see if I have a pair. All right. So, good learning. I know, JD. I'm not calling you out. I'm just showing you guys the truth. This one happened. So, here's your J. Crew pants. Jeans. This one happens to have the selvage denim right here on the top waistband. So that's what you'll be looking for. It will say whatever Japanese selvage denim. Just look for that. And he's saying just look at the bottom hem and you'll look for selvage, which is the little red stripes. It doesn't have it. So these Japanese denim, these aren't selvage. It's just Japanese denim is what that's using. Japanese fabric. So with these J. Crew pants, just because they're Japanese fabric does not mean they are selvage. Just for the record. Just for the record. All right. I never found a pair of those J. Crew Japanese pants. Yeah, so I guess they do have some on the waistband too. I was watching the U.S. Open yesterday and was vested in the polos each player wore. Feel like such a girl. No, it's okay. And if you feel like a girl, that's fine too, Nick. We don't judge in here. But yeah, that's a good thing to do. You watch the Open, also watch tennis, but he's talking about the U.S. Open golf. And yeah, you'll be looking at the polos. Lululemon, Grayson, they wear the logos are way bigger on the player issued stuff because they, those companies want to see it. Looking tan. What's up there, Shelbs? What's up there, Shelbs? Yeah, looking tan. They'll probably last most of summer. Ethan, do I pick up double RL? I'd like to more from Whatnot, but this guy named Ethan always picks it up before me. He always outbids me. Yeah, I love double RL. The bad thing is, if it's my size, I'm starting to pick it up for myself. It's bad, but it's really good. Like their flannels are so good. I know. I don't want to be bougie, but they're so good. Do you ever buy Project Rock, Under Armour, Dwayne Johnson? Yes, I do. Not all of it, but I do. If you look up comps for Project Rock, it's good. It's good. Project Rock sells super well. For me, I just avoid the t-shirts. There you go. They also make shoes too, so look out for the shoes. I sold a t-shirt recently. It was like a Project Rock tour tee. I don't know what it's about, but it sold. Yeah, that it's pretty popular. Just started a huge sale, the whole store for a week. Let's see what happens. There you go, Serenity. I think that's a good idea. I think I can do a sale, and since I have all my items into categories, so we'll go over to we'll go over here to eBay. We go to my eBay. We can go to boop. All right, so here's my eBay store. Since I have everything in categories, I can go in and run sales on just like shorts, whatever. So I can do categories. I can do men's casual shorts, polo shirts, all that sort of stuff. So like right now, I would probably do swimwear. I would do polo shirts, casual shorts, athletic shorts, all that sort of stuff. That's what I'd run sales on. All these sorts of things. Look, there's my old background and my new background. Old background, new background. Doop, doop, doop. So it looks like I need to price some of this stuff down. Doop. Old background, new background. My pictures weren't that bad on that old background. Those need to be, I need to mark those down. SAXX, Sax. Old background stuff, need to mark that stuff down. Do you look for men's dress shoes or tennis shoes? Yeah, I do. Actually, I have an overflowing tote upstairs that I need to do. Usually what I'll do, I'll just put all the shoes in a tote till it overflows, and then I'll spend a day cleaning them if I need to, and then photography, throw them in the bin with all my shoes. And then I'll list those. Definitely. So my suggestion with shoes are use shoe trees too. Shoe trees. That group is really nice. No one trashes beginners or gives them a hard time or asks basic questions. Yeah, the search reseller community, definitely a nice group. There's some people in there that are like always helping each other. Always helping each other. So it's really good group to be in. And we don't put up with negativity or people trying to sell stuff, all that sort of thing. There it is. Search reseller community. You're a turd. Kayla, no, I'm not. Do you guys want to see a picture of Kayla? You guys know Kayla? I know you know Wayne because K-Way's shop is actually the Wayne shop because you never get to see Kayla. He hides her. But look how this dude married up. This dude married up. Look at that. It just, they don't look like a match. It's like a 10 marrying a 2. It's crazy. One order overnight, and it was the North Face thermal ball parka. It ended up in Georgia. There you go, selling that winter stuff in the summer, and it's a midsummer too, pretty much. I've seen a lot of people put on "do not buy" in their Poshmark listing instead of delisting. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I've been suspended, the 2 times I've been suspended off Poshmark for delisting my item, I get it right back, and they apologize. So I'm going to keep on having Nifty do the automatic delist when stuff sells. I mean, I'm having a lot of sales on Poshmark, and I mean, eBay is doing all right, but the point is I'm not delisting a ton. What's up, sir? I hope you had an amazing Father's Day. Appreciate you. It was good. It was good. Welcome back. Can you believe that Depop was my best platform this week? Crystal, it sounds like eBay sucked for everyone this week. So I guess I can believe it now. If I would have read that earlier, I wouldn't have believed it. But it sounds like eBay has sucked for everyone. If you ever felt like you were down about your business and didn't want to take photos anymore, I got a defect from a few weeks ago. Not my fault. Ever since then, I've been down. Yeah, of course. There's always ups and downs. But you guys know me well enough. I think by now that I'm just a glass half full type of person. I just push on. If something happens, it's part of the business. I was on the cruise with a guy who sells stuff too online. And when I told him about Nifty, it blew his mind because he's like, I sell stuff on eBay and Poshmark. I told him about what Nifty does. He had no idea what a crosslister and all that stuff was. But we talked about it, and if my sales are slow or whatever, you're gonna have that. And then what you're talking about returns, we talked about returns. I said he really gets bummed out when he takes a ton of photographs and then people get it and they return it to him not as described. I'm like, I know that sucks, but you have to think about it. If you were a brick and mortar, you would have theft. You would have theft in a regular brick and mortar store. If that's our version of theft every once in a while, don't worry about it. Don't sweat it, Brittany. It happens. It's okay. It's all right. Doesn't happen that often. But I will tell you, taking photos, when I took them on my kitchen floor, I'd get burnt out with those. Now having a photo station with the TV I talk about all the time, I don't get burned out. I can do those all day long. What's your average viewers on Whatnot shows? Does it bother you if things go for less than it would on eBay? It does me. Good question, John. That's a really good question. By the way, no energy drinks on the cruise. So on Whatnot, I did a Whatnot show maybe a week before I left for the cruise. I blew out all my women's clothing. I mean, I don't have any, I don't know if I have, other than just these one things I have left. I'll show you later. I've been selling a few of them. So things on for the most part on Whatnot are going to sell for less than eBay. That's part of it. I would say you're going to get about 30 for me, for the most part, 30% less than eBay prices, something like that, maybe more. It just depends who's in there. If you build a following, you're going to get closer to eBay prices. Like I watch K-Way shows sometimes and Bearded shows, and they get eBay prices on some stuff. But for the most part, you can count on less. For me, this is how I weigh it out with Whatnot. I come across good women's brands clothing. They cost me anywhere between $3.99 to $7.99. So $3.99 to $7.99. We'll say $5.50 on average for a piece of women's clothing. I don't want to list it. I don't like listing it. It's annoying to me. It's a lot of measurements. I don't know what the type of dress is. It takes me 5 minutes to list one women's item. So for me, I'm like, you know what? I spent $5.50 on this. It might sell for $40 on eBay, but I'm not going to leave it behind. I'll just sell it on Whatnot and sell it for $20 or $25 or $18 or whatever it goes for. I'm fine with that because I don't want to list it, but I don't want to leave money sitting there. So I'm fine with that. That's how I look at Whatnot. That's what I do with Whatnot right now is pretty much just do women's shows. So anything I find, like the last show, I didn't hold anything back. Like Viore, brand new with tags, Tom Ford jeans, like all this stuff. I'm sure it goes way more on eBay. Do you manually list eBay or Depop? And how many people do I have in my shows? I don't remember how many I had in that show. Less than 100. Do you manually list on eBay and Depop? So what I do, Levi, I wanted to call my son Levi, by the way, or if we had another son, Levi. What I do, I use Nifty. So what I do, I import my items, which I just did this all last night. I import my items from eBay. I list everything on eBay, which we can talk about something else right now too. List everything on eBay, and then I just click these buttons to cross-list it over to these platforms. So literally it takes me 15 seconds to list here, 15 seconds to list here, and another 15 seconds to list here. I'll go to my next item. So I list all my items on eBay and then just cross-list on Nifty. And Nifty also has an AI generator. which is really good. K-Way just did a video on it. I know Tech and Sports came out with a new program that's an AI generator. You just take pictures and it reads the labels and everything. So a lot of these sites or whatever tools are using these AI generators, which are really cool. Nifty has that too. And then you can use it to cross list. So that's what I do. I don't cross list manually to each one on each platform. I just use the cross list. And then also, if you're new here, Nifty also shares all your listings and sends out offers. So it does all the automation behind the scenes. So yeah, that's what I do. And it also does your spreadsheet, for you. That's what I do. And then as always, I will put, if you want to try it for free, I'll put a link in the description, or you can just go to sourceupfunds.com. I have links to everything over there. You can even look at my eBay store and judge me a whole bunch. All right. I've been lazy and not posting sales, and it shows. Yeah, it shows. If you don't post stuff, I mean, I was gone. I only posted 54 items for a whole week. It shows. But once I start posting more, starting like today, I'll be selling a lot more. And I have good stuff to start listing too. Shoes sell year round, and those are quick sellers for me. The way I buy them and price them, I can sell them quick. I have ties to list. Those are quick sellers for me. Some good stuff. There you go. Nick's talking to Brittany. Look at all stuff. What am I being professional at? Have I been professional at all during this? It's almost like you're a business or something. Yeah, I'm not professional at this. You see me folding these things. And we are going to get to sales, guys. We just, it's Monday, been gone. We got to talk to each other. We missed each other. You know what I mean? So we'll get to what's sold. How are you pricing, promoting your Peter Millar golf apparel? Seems to be getting more and more saturated. Yeah, Peter Millar has been getting more saturated, especially over the past 3 or 4 years. But that's the way it goes with golf apparel. Golf is one of the only things that I see that's like the women's type of, where it's in and out of style. Like a polo, golf polos. There's brands that come in and out. Everyone wants to wear Sunday swagger, and then that's out of style in a year or two. And then Peter Millar's been around for a while, but now Roebuck is really hot. So everyone's buying Roebuck, and then that's going to come out because another brand's going to come out. Guys on the golf course want to be cool. But yeah, Peter Millar is starting to wash out. So what I've been doing is just pricing my Peter Millar lower. You'll see I have a Peter Millar sale. I have a couple of Peter Millar sales coming up. So you'll see those. See what I sold them for. I'm lazy. I'm blaming the cloudy skies. Yeah, I mean, lazy day, cloudy skies make you just tired, right? But just hit your listing goals for that day. Do it really, really quick, and you can be done. I tend to drag out my listings. I just get absolutely deflated on returns. There you go. It would shut me down. Then I seen my return rate was 3%. That's 3 out of 100 items. I shut myself down for 3 out of 100 items. It can be framing perspective. Yeah, for sure. When in doubt, zoom out. So Nick's saying again, Nick's always coming in with good perspective. You get down about having 3 returns out of 100. It's only 3 out of 100. It's not too bad. Amy D. If you don't marry me, you'll never get my mail again. Yeah. That's what K-Way said to Kayla. If you don't marry me, I'm not giving you any more packages. And you like those packages, Kayla. Oh, I love making fun of. Welcome back, making fun of Wayne. I made fun of him yesterday. I know. It's my first day back. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite pastimes. And Wayne and I will be at the eBay Open together, by the way. I mean, I think he's pretty much said that he is. I'm 100% going. Good morning. eBay was great for me. 6 sold. Listed 6, sold 4. Let's go. That's super good. Let me have some of that juju. So far on Depop has done nothing but give me fake views. I feel like, yeah, it's trial and error, John. So my sale from Depop was not a boosted sale either. If it's not working for you, then just don't do it, right? Maybe increase your offers from Nifty if you have Nifty. But yeah, if it's not working, don't do it. It's a trial and error. So for example, promoting on eBay, I went from like 5% to 9%, and I was getting a lot more sales. And I'm like, man, I can afford this 9% and have a lot more sales. So that's just trial and error. If it's not working, don't stick with it. What setting do you have your lights on? I can't seem to get it right. My lights for my D channel 2 9500K. D channel 2 9500K. D channel 2 D channel 2. Did I say 9500K? Something. Okay, D channel 2 is what I have my light set on. I put it in the chat. D channel 2 on my lights. The ones that I use, they're in my link tree too. No energy drinks on cruise. Your kidneys and livers are thanking you right now. I know, right? I know. I survived though, right? Actually, I replaced it with a lot of fatty foods, which is probably worse, right? Guys, burgers, fried chicken, all the good stuff. Ice cream, like 8 cones a day. Have you ever had a message saying, resolve open issue now to get back to seller? I'm not sure, Scott. I don't know. Resolve open issues now to what platform, Scott? And someone can chime in too. As of this weekend, thanks to you and getting me into Nifty, we just passed 5K in 90 days. Let's go, NL. Appreciate you. Hey, that's your hard work though too. I know also when I got Nifty, like my sales were just completely rolling, and I haven't gotten back to 1,500 listings, but I'm sure you've listed a lot. When you're starting to get sales, it gets you excited to list more stuff too. Is there a reason why you post to eBay first instead of bulk listing to there you guys go. So Jessica's saying, is there a reason why I post to eBay first instead of bulk generating on Nifty? I love the Nifty AI generator. Yeah, so you can take pictures of your items, put them into Nifty, and Nifty will put in everything. It'll figure with the AI, it'll figure out what shirt it is, the brand, the size, everything, and you can list it. To be honest with you, I have not tried it yet. I've watched K-Way's video and it looked really good. Haven't tried it yet. I know that if listening to eBay, which is what I've always done, if it didn't have the AI thing, it was easier for me because I don't have to put in any more like item specifics or anything over to Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari or shipping policies or anything. I can just easily cross-list it. And then also, if you import from eBay, it'll only cost 3 credits to go over to the other platforms. But it might be worth it with the AI. The big flaw in AI, Jen, is I don't know the product lines within brands. Yeah, that's true. So basically with the AI stuff, it's great. I think it will cut down on a ton of time. But definitely, if you're doing it, make sure you just double check and go through and everything's correct. You're just going to have to, it'll do the main bulk of the time consuming stuff, but then you're just going to need to double check it, like proofread it and add any like descriptive words or whatever you want to use, keywords. And Melissa, with Nifty delisting and relisting, doesn't that keep you active? Okay, so Piece of Scrap said, I'm confused that you haven't listed. With Nifty delisting and relisting, doesn't that keep you active while you're on vacation? Or does Nifty stop when you put on eBay vacation mode? So Nifty picks up whenever you go on vacation mode on those platforms. Nifty senses that and it shuts down sending out offers and relisting and all that sort of stuff. So Nifty senses that and shuts it down. I don't know if it relists and delists on eBay or not because I had my store on vacation mode and people could still buy. So not for sure on that, but I did list 54 items while I was gone. Think about that. Do you and others get aggravated with requests and then go, thank you for talking about that? Do you and others get aggravated with requests and then no thank you or further response? Asking for this like additional measurements, etc. They can at least say thank you. Yeah, I don't, Fred. I just don't let that stuff bother me. I know, like, people not saying thank you or courteous and all that stuff. Me doing social media, and you guys know, like, I'm not a big social media creator or anything, but you have stuff that goes and there's just always haters, right? That stuff never bothers me. Honestly, with me, I just keep on going. I just truck along with what I have to do. So someone doesn't say thank you or whatever, or you bend over backwards for them. Like, let's say you're just starting to resell and someone wants extra measurements and you go give them extra measurements and you take that time, you send them photos and you never hear back from them again. They don't say thank you or they don't buy your item. That's part of it. So I stopped doing that. I put the measurements that are most important in the photos. When people ask me for measurements, I never get back to them. I just don't respond to them. That's just what I do. I just keep on trucking lists, and that item ends up selling on to someone else. I use Nifty AI, and I love it. Look at you guys. Yeah, so all that happened while I was on vacation. Tech put out his thing, said that he started an AI, which is funny because if you guys watch Tech and Sports, for the past like 3 months, he's like, AI is going to be taking over, guys. AI is going to be taking over. AI. And then he comes out with an AI program. It's like you're pitching it before it even came out. And it's really good from what I saw his little video. And Nifty has something similar that you use already on Nifty, so you can just cross list from there. Good morning, Poshmark question. Package a little over 5 pounds. How do I buy a label? Someone help Wanda out. Someone at Wanda, help her out. Good morning. What's up, Xavier? Thanks for popping in. You guys are talking to Nick. What's up, Susan? Thanks for popping in. All Pacer jerseys personal? Yep, all personal. The only one that's not a Pacers is this Caitlin Clark, who destroyed the undefeated Liberty this weekend. eBay open. Woo woo. Amy D talked about going. Poshmark is not showing this sale upgrade label. Help. I do have Nifty. Poshmark is not showing this sale to upgrade the label. Guys, help out with Wanda. Help out with Wanda. I'm not too sure. I haven't had an issue with Poshmark just printing up labels. Do you use regular camera or your phone that have different app to use your pictures? I use my phone. So with my business, I use my phone for everything other than what I'm doing now with you guys and printing off my labels. And then I've been now using my laptop to cross list. I can cross list from my phone, but I just use my laptop when I'm chilling upstairs. But yeah, I take all my pictures from my phone, and I upgrade my phone every 2 years. That's what I do. Good morning. Mercari has been selling way more than normal. 6 orders on Mercari and around 15 on eBay. Luke, what is your secret? Tell us. Maybe because my Nifty listings? I don't know. Tell us your secret. Because my Mercari is kind of boo-boo. I get about just enough sales on there to pay for Nifty. They may want tax info, Scott. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Can you explain how you enter receipts into Nifty? Do you enter each item you purchase individually? So what I do is I'm the type of person that average buy costs my items. Ray Bay, is it Ray Bay? I average buy cost my items. So on Nifty, I will put all my purchasing items at 525 in the spreadsheet. 525 for each one of my items. That's what I do. So you can do it as your items sell or whatever, but I figure out my average buy cost only because my stores around here all have their items priced at set prices, so I could figure that out. I'm not buying at lots of different prices. Depop is so aggravating. So many offers and so many, yeah, for sure. Depop is aggravating. I think they're coming out with like buyer promises or something like that. If you accept a sale, they have to sell it. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I know Depop had a conference. I know I saw Neha there, who is a creator of Nifty, was at the Depop thing in New York. I'm not sure if it was a conference or something, so I'm not sure. But I do have a Zoom with eBay later today because I'm going to the eBay Open to speak with eBay on listing and stuff. So I'm going to be a part of eBay. And so I'll have some time with the eBay to ask them questions. So if you guys ever have like questions that you want me to ask eBay, let me know because I'll be with like the head of their people. My sales are so slow. I know it's June, but it's crazy. Yeah, summer slowdown. I used the AI to list 2 things I needed to get up, but didn't have time. They both sold that day. Ooh, so going to try some more. I think I'm gonna end up trying it too, Amelia. If I can make my resellings more streamlined, I'm gonna do it. Even if like it costs me more money, even if I have to use more credits with Nifty or whatever, I don't care. It's, you know, time's money. If I can list 15 more items a day and I'm spending an extra like $3 on Nifty for credits, I'll do it. I don't care. Can you explain how you list first, then use Nifty to start? Also, what do others do with the AI first? Just trying to see what flow works most efficiently. So I haven't used the AI yet. So I plan to try that out this week, probably, for sure. And then what I do, I list on eBay first. And then on Nifty, let me see. I don't know if I know I don't have anything because I just cross-listed last night. So what I do is I list on eBay first, and then I come over to Nifty and hit inventory. And I have a YouTube video on this. And on Nifty, you just hit this resync button, and it will bring over all your items from eBay that you listed. It'll bring over everything you listed from eBay. I'll stop sharing that for now. Or I'll just keep it up for now and answer your guys' questions. But yeah, that's what it does. Thanks, Amelia. Welcome in. Just started using Nifty. Let's see. How many things do I have? I have one. Go to inventory. Okay. Oh, okay. So this happened because this is a 36. So I need to change this actually. Edit item. So you can see me right now. I'm editing in real time. This is actually a size 36. I put it was a 38 and it wasn't. So I had to tell the guy it is not a 38. It's a 36. So we're going to go down here. Usually I just do this on eBay. So that's update item. That's on eBay. I need to do it on the other platforms too. Can I be changed? Auction style. Oh, do I have an auction style? I'll just go to eBay and cancel that sale real quick. I'll redo it. Let me show you real quick. End item, done. So we're going to go back to inventory. Okay. So I'm going to relist that item. We're going to do this together. So let's say, pretend right now I'm listing an item on eBay. I'm going to change, I got to change the size to 36. So I'm listing the item on eBay. Right now, boop. I'm just changing the size to 36 on these shorts. I'm going to list it to eBay. So it's been listed. So here in a second, we'll come over here and we'll resync it. So it's been listed. We'll come over here and resync that in a second. I'll show you exactly how I cross-list it. Oh, look at this. Just started using Nifty AI tool this weekend and doubled my listing goal numbers, and cross-listing was instant with the bulk listing. Definitely worth the credits and time saving. Let's go. Okay, so that's what I needed to hear. Look, you guys are telling me. I'm going to see that. Let me see that. Boom. Okay. I'm going to try it today. I'm going to do the AI generator today. Help. How do I upgrade my label on Poshmark? Help Wanda, guys. Help Wanda. I don't know how you do it. Unless you do like get your label. No, I don't know how you do it. Unless you get your label off Pirate Ship. I don't know. Had a slow but great weekend. Sold this brand of swim trunks, which is great. Embroidered short and an international buyer for $249 plus shipping. Dang, Aaron, what were they? The only ones I've sold for almost that price or about that price were Breitling, which is a really expensive watch brand. Breitling. That brand is so good. Hope you had a good cruise. Thanks, Dora. Good morning. I'm going to test Nifty AI today. I like text video and realize Nifty has the same thing. It does more than just AI generating for almost the same price. Yeah, for sure. So if you just text thing looks really good. It's really detailed. I was really impressed with it. But it's only for you. So if you buy text thing, which we might end up doing, right? It generates all for just eBay. So you're paying basically more than Nifty for just, it's $100 for just eBay. And then you're going to have to get a cross lister if you want to cross list. But Nifty has almost basically the same thing already incorporated. And I know Nihat will pick up on that and she will make hers even better. That's just what she does. Text rollout was so bad and it cost 50 cents per listing. So expensive and not worth it. Yeah. I don't know. I've never tried it, so I don't know. I know there's going to be, I know it's the resale community and there's always drama and things. And yeah, I think it's going to help a lot of people who just sell on eBay. But for people like us who cross list and can try that AI generator, I can. Wayne K-Way Shop has already done it. And he put out a short video showing how easy it is and everything. So go watch that. Oh, okay, here you go. If you talk to people using it, the user experience is nowhere near what he demoed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have it. Okay, there you go, Wanda. Nick's helping you out. Nick is helping you out. Nifty has been a value and costs much less. We gotta get through these. We got so much to ship. I'm hosting a Whatnot show with Closed Mentor today. Should be interesting. There you go. Dora is hosting a Whatnot show. Hey, you don't know unless you try, right? Let's go do really, really well. That's what I hope. I sell a decent amount on Mercari, but it's mostly women's dressings that sell over there for me. Well, that's, Jessica, why I don't sell on Mercari a whole lot, because I don't sell women's dresses over there. Those go on Whatnot for me. That's good. That's good. There's Ethan Banks, the Ethan Banks, who I noticed while on the cruise, which I had internet. I paid for that. Totally worth it. Is putting out a lot more content. So if you guys don't follow Ethan Banks, he is a full-time shoe seller. So you need to definitely follow him. I know there's a lot of new people that are just new and here to me. So Ethan Banks, definitely give him a follow on all platforms. Most of the Mercari sales were really good listings too. It was weird. Good to finally sell old inventory. Yeah, that's good. Tech's AI generator is $50 per 100, then 50 cents after each listing, which is way over the mark. Anyone that works with or familiar with AI knows it's only like 1 cent per query. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. I don't work with AI. So you guys are saying it's 1 cent. He says it costs them 50 cents or whatever per. Yeah. With the listing tool, it costs pennies to process. Okay. So you guys must know how much it costs to process the actual AI listing. It costs pennies to process it. I feel bad for everyone that's going to be signing up. Yeah. So it sounds like it's getting a lot of slack. I don't know. But I can tell you this. I know Niha will be on it. Niha, and I don't get paid to say any of that. Nifty doesn't pay me to talk about her website. I don't get paid to make videos or anything like that. I just know it's on it. And it's had that AI generator for a while. Depop will show you locked in offer and those automatic get paid. Okay, kind of like eBay has that too, Nick. eBay kind of has that too. I did a sale last night on Depop for 50 that I accepted. Then he messaged me back with an offer 35. I said no, and he sent me a sad face. Needless to say, he did not pay. Yeah, that happens. That is Depop for you. I think Depop will probably work on that though. I've been saying that for a year as well, so I'm not sure. I'm an eBay first lister too. I'm about to try Nifty with your code. Appreciate it. I like the platform. Thanks. Yeah, you'll like it. I also have that video on YouTube. Give it a watch. It's super easy to use. If you list on eBay first, that's what you should do. If you list on Depop, Mercari, or Poshmark first, it's a little bit tougher to cross list. It's going to take more time because you're going to have to go to eBay when you cross list and do an more like your shipping and all that sort of stuff on Nifty. If you import with Nifty like this, I'll show you right now. Inventory. Okay, so if you import with Nifty and you've already listed on eBay, which is what I'm currently doing, hopefully those shorts say 36, and I'll show you how easy it is from there. My eBay store has all but dried up. Sadly, I was doing well and quit my, did you say you quit your job? Summer slowdown's a thing. If I talk to anybody, I would say have a ton of inventory ready to list and have cash. Have cash just in case for summer slowdown. All right, let's go over here. One item. So this is what it is. So it did change it to 36 on eBay. So I just delisted it on eBay and relisted it. This I'm going to delist across all platforms. This one, delist. I'm going to delist that one across all platforms because it's not right. There's my 36. So since I listed on eBay, this is how easy it is to cross list. Boom. That's it. So talking about text AI generator, Nifty does the AI generator and it lists across all the platforms, which is a lot more and you're paying a lot less. So I will say that. I say it like it is. I say it like it is. So there you go. Now we got that done. I didn't like it out or to say I like the other parts of it. The AI generator, my title on Nifty, the way I didn't like it out of order. Yeah, so Bobby's saying the AI generator on Nifty didn't like how it did the order of the title. I think with any of those, I'm guessing you're just going to have to like scroll through and make sure it's how you want the title to be arranged. Also, keywords are important. Like it might not know to put Y2K or whatever, right? What's up, Nate? Pacers party tonight with my son. I'm not, but my son is going. So the Pacers are holding a Pacers party at the Pacers arena where they play and the field house. I'm not going, but my son is with his friend. By the way, Ethan, Jameson's at soccer camp all week, Butler College soccer camp. How long we keep inventory before deciding to pull it out on a sale? So it just depends, Xavier. If it's an item that I had the prior season, let's say it's a Duluth shirt. That's a summer wicking shirt. And I listed this in 2024. I will be putting this on sale now. If I'm listing a Roblox shirt right now, I'm not, even if it doesn't sell this summer or spring, I'm not gonna mark it down. I'm not going to run a sale on it until next season. Do I know what day it is? It's not hump day. Is it your birthday? What's up, Ethan? Today is the 16th. What's the day? What's special about today? How do you start a reselling business? What apps do you use? Do you own a website? Okay. So how do you start a reselling business? You get on Poshmark or eBay and Mercari Depop. Put in all your information and start listing. It's very easy. There's a million videos on eBay on how to get started. I started on eBay, then Poshmark, then Mercari and Depop. Do I own a website? I have a website, but my website just is information for people. Like my eBay store so people can look at it. The products I use on Amazon, Nifty referral code, whatnot referral code. That's it on my website. I don't sell anything on my website. Anybody else having trouble with AI listing on any? Uploaded photos that aren't square mode on iPhone. If Nifty can change their title structure, it will be, I will sign up for that. There you go. Nifty's got to change their title structure. So if you're watching this, Nifty, get your title structure figured out. Oh, you already bought tickets tonight, Nate. Nate's one of my former students. Bought tickets tonight, going to the Indy. Let's go, Nate. Can you just ignore Depop offers or do you get count against you? No, you can ignore them. So can you ignore Depop offers? Yes. For example, let's go to Depop right quick. Let's go to Depop. I already know. Depop. I have two offers. Let's see what they are. We'll see what they are. Where's the okay? 2 on this Lululemon shirt. Let's see. I have it listed for $23. The offers are $16 to $17.30. Those actually aren't too bad. I could just let these expire and nothing would happen. So to answer your question, yes. But since we're on here, I'm going to go ahead and send an offer for 21. So I'm going to counter offer on Depop on that Lululemon shirt. We'll see if we get that sale. Yeah, if he plays in Florida, when we were at the airport in Miami, Ethan, there was a soccer team there. It was pretty cool. It was like memories. How cool is that? Just joining. When will you switch over to fall? Good question. We talked. Yeah, so you're just joining. I talked about that because it's so crazy. 8 weeks from now, 8 weeks, I'm going to be listing everything over to my fall. So in 8 weeks, anything I list that's summer, unless it's on trend and might be out of style, I throw in bins and put my storage unit. The middle of August. Let's get to what sold. All right. Travis Matthew quarter zip. Talked about this really early in my live. Travis Matthew quarter zip. If I can buy Travis Matthew stuff that's a little bit heavier, I'm definitely picking it up for $5. Like a more expensive retail value item. These are more expensive than a polo shirt. Let me get to my eBay so I can see my solds. $23.99 for that, and it was a regular sale. So I will tell you guys again, if it's a regular sale, a Nifty sale, or a promoted sale. And don't ask, I talked about this earlier too. I forgot to order poly mailers before I left, so I have to use these big boys. Which is a waste because these are expensive. But it's my own fault. So that's going to Eddie, $23.99 on that Travis Matthew. $23.99 on Travis Matthew. Do I change shipping on Depop? I don't. I leave the shipping the same on Depop, piece of scrap. I leave it the same. Okay, next item was a Nifty sale. It sold for $16.20. You'll hear me say if it's promoted, if you're new, because my phone will tell me if it was sold promoted. If it's a Nifty sale, it's sold for obscure price. So this sold for $16.20. I don't list for anything for $16.20, so Nifty sent a 10% out offer. And this is a Polo Ralph Lauren, which I'm trying out. If I can find these Polo Ralph Lauren shirts like this in really good condition, soft, not washed out, it's like brand new looking, for $5, I think I'm going to pick them up because they are selling. Sold for $16.20. I paid $5 for it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so annoying using these huge things. But yeah, I'm gonna be picking those up. It's close to a $10 profit. Close-ish to a $10 profit. It's going to Randy. Wow. All right, Randy. Next item, Lululemon. We talked about Steven just talked about when am I switching to fall. And again, take note of all the things I'm selling. They're all kind of related to spring and summer, right? We packed up 2 pairs of shorts and that so far. Here's a pair of Lulu shorts, so a third pair of shorts. This was a regular sale, $19.99. These are called the Pacemaker shorts because they have that Lululemon thing that goes all the way around the back. That's a telltale sign they're Pacemaker shorts. And these are lined. So they come lined and unlined. You want to make sure you put that in the listing, lined or unlined. And I wear Pacemaker shorts. I'm wearing them right now. And I like unlined. So that is something you definitely want to put and take a photo of just to make sure. Lined Pacemaker Lululemon shorts. People wear those without underwear. And I just touched that. So we'll have to wash my hands later. But yeah, that's what people wear. That's why they have that liner in there. They're like, you can wear it without underwear, which I don't. I'm an old man. I got to wear my whitey tighties. Just kidding. All right. Next item is a linen shirt. And that one sold Nifty. $19.80. $19.80. This is an untucked linen shirt with those stripes. These stripes are popular right now, especially in Polo Ralph Lauren. Linen shirt, again, a summer material. Hard to sell that stuff in the winter. Sold for $19.80. Paid $5. Good morning, Danny. What's up? Glad I made it back safely. Glad I did too. You guys just here. We were delayed for hours in DC, and I'm glad we made it back. And it was super turbulent leaving. All right. That's gone. Next item. Another summer item. This one sold via promoted for $10. What? I know. Crazy sale. Under Armour, size small, red polo shirt. Plain. Under Armour polo shirts aren't selling for me. So I marked almost every single one of mine down to $10. That's what I did. So to answer questions out there, if stuff's not selling from prior seasons like Under Armour, I just mark them down. I go on to Nifty, I type in Under Armour, and I can just bulk edit all of them to $10 a piece. Or you can do it on eBay or wherever you are. So that sold for $10. I did not lose money on that. That's the important thing. Even bad sales, I don't lose money on. Unless time, and time is money, so maybe some. I bet K-Way would buy your used pacemaker if you're my pacemakers, if you ever, yeah, he probably would. Although he says he really likes Viore shorts now. He said he really likes Viore shorts because they don't have underwear too. Same thing, but he likes them better. I mean, I'm just waiting for Lululemon to call me and be like, hey, listen, we're going to send you some free clothes. Just talk really good about our brand. I already do that, Lulu. Anything cool has great resale value. I just sold a discolored tote for $81 in hours. Sold socks and a hat, same brand. Cool. K-U-L-E? I don't know that brand. Unless it's K-U-L-A, unless it's the other cool. I don't know that brand. Those shorts were 67 out of 99 limited and took a gamble, paid $14 each. Yeah, paid that much. Okay. Took a gamble, paid up on 2 Tom James. I don't know Tom James jeans. Tom James jeans. I don't know. Average 50% sell-through price at $53, and you paid $14 each. I would probably, if that's true, I'd probably say yes, because if you price them at $40 each, probably has closer to 100% sell-through rate, Aaron. So probably not a bad. I mean, you're not going to lose money. My thrift had a $2 sale. I found a pair of Lily Pulitzer leggings. Was so excited until I looked inside the gusset. Amy D, that's nasty, girl. That's I can't do like if I looked in guys and there was some skid marks and stuff, like that's fine. But if I look in girls' gussets and we come across some of that, another nifty sale. Brooks Brothers long sleeve dressy shirt with the little hit right there. That sold for $19.80. $19.80 nifty sale. Had a lot of those while I was gone. Just got restricted again. Let's give Bob a round of applause. After being good for like a month. I use Nifty and sell a lot on eBay. Any suggestions? Yeah, Bob, just message Poshmark customer service. I message them in 2 different places. I respond to the email and then I message them on customer service. And both times they reinstate my account right away. They say, I apologize, sorry, So I would just email and message them. Ethan, you've had 3 times. Are you still in here? Did you ever get it fixed? Yeah, cool, not cool. Okay. K-U-L-E, guys. K-U-L-E. So we have cool and K-U-L or K-U-H-L cool. And that one. And then we also have IB cool. K-U-L. IB cool. There's a lot of these cool brands, right? This cool sold for $26.10. It's another nifty sale. $26.10. I got these at, how much is it? I better take the sale price off. It's $22. I don't like leaving the prices on there if it's less than what they paid. $26.10 for that. I bought these all for $11 a piece at a huge sale. I priced them all. I lowered the price on all of them because they just weren't selling. You're welcome. Good morning, chat. Welcome back. Thanks, Jaden. Thanks for coming in. It's good to be back. We're going to be talking a lot today. It's just what we do. It's just what we do. Sold for $26.10. Pace breaker. Yeah. Pace breaker. Did I say pacemaker? Pace breaker. If I said pacemaker, yeah, I don't wear a pacemaker. At least not yet. Hopefully don't have to. All right. Next item is a pair of golf shorts, Under Armour. The match play golf shorts, you guys know these are like my bread and butter this time of year. These are a size 32. You're going to have your stretchy waistband. These sold on eBay for $19.99, just a regular eBay sale. Regular eBay sale. $19.99. Again, I'm using these huge poly mailers. Super annoying, but it's all good. Better than having no poly mailers. The other ones are coming today, but I wanted to make sure I'm live with you guys. How long ago was the chat about text AI tool? I want to go back and hear y'all's thoughts. I would say about 1 hour in, about 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Yeah, were the talks. So you can go back 20 minutes ago. Yeah. So here's what people are saying. That, yeah, so that's what people are saying. This, what people are saying, and this. What's up, sirs? What's up, Derby City Flips? Just came across Kids Hokas. Didn't even know they sold those. I didn't either. Kids Hokas. I mean, it makes sense. Once these brands get big, they just branch out like crazy. I think Hokas even make slides now. I know they make, I've seen whatnots with apparel. Hoka apparel. Next item was a pair of Kajus. I don't know how to pronounce it. Kajus, that's a brand. Kjus. You're just really looking for that symbol, that K symbol. Here's the tag right there. This is always a brand of pickup for me. These were $3.99. These sold for $25.20 and the promoted listings. So Nifty sent out an offer and they sold via promoted listings. Gosh, these bags are so big. So she said, right, Amy? Speaking of Amy D, right here. It was awful. Like someone clearly didn't wear their underwear and hung it back up. It was nasty. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. I would take it up front and be like, listen, don't look inside these. Just throw them away. Don't look inside them. Don't do it. Just throw them away. Oh, my gosh. I'm thinking my mind's going to places it shouldn't. It shouldn't. All right. Here we go. Polo Ralph Lauren. Regular Polo Ralph Lauren pleated shorts. Yeah, I never picked these up years ago. Pleated shorts. But I guess people are wearing them. Polo Ralph Lauren pleated shorts. I picked them up with some other stuff. They sold for $16.99 international sale. Good run. See you later. See you later. Yuck. Exactly. Yuck. Found 3 new State and Liberty button-down. Oh, let's talk about that. Flea Market paid $4. 2 sold in less than 2 weeks for 50 State and Liberty button-downs. Okay, now I'm curious to know what that is. State and Liberty button-downs. Got the right sticker. It's going international. See you later. All right, State and Liberty button-downs. Let's look those up. Boop, boop. We'll do it together. State and Liberty shirt. State and Liberty shirt. Okay, so let's see what the tag looks like. S and L. Come on, dude. You could take a better picture than that. Okay, here we go. I bet that's a rip-away tag, too. All right, so one of those little almost Temu-looking tags right there. If they rip that out, and that's the tag right there, ooh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, so here you go. Looking for this at the bottom. Right here. Right there. State and Liberty at the bottom. I'm sure it feels better than a Temu shirt. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, Nick says, Amy, some buyers will pay a premium for those pants. And I don't doubt that. That is completely true. Completely true. It's the world we live in. Hey, again, I don't judge that sort of thing. Like, you do you. You do you, right? You know, if that's someone's thing, whatever. That's not yours, Nick. I'm just saying for those people buying that stuff. Maybe there's some money to be had there. Amy, you should have bought them. Nothing better than an international sale. That's what I'm saying. These sold via promoted listing for $27, or this sold. It's a new with tags, Indianapolis 500 shirt. You guys know I've sold these. I find these often because I live in Indy, and they make probably a ton of these, and then they donate what didn't sell at the track or whatever. And so I get those. I also get a ton of distributor stuff, like alcohol distributors, polo shirts from people going to the track and alcohol companies paying them to, you know, I don't know, be like a model for them or whatever. Talk about their gear. Lululemon polo shirt, a gray one, just a regular Lululemon polo shirt. This sold for $20.70. That's another nifty sale. $20.70 Lululemon polo shirt. That's where we're at with Lululemon. That's where we're at with it. If that was too cheap, it would have sold overnight. It took weeks for that thing to sell. We listen and we don't judge. That's exactly right. We listen, we don't judge. Cancellation request. Ooh, I got a cancellation request on eBay. Juicy. Let's see what it is. I'm trying to enjoy my breakfast, and you guys are killing me. Well, I hope you're not eating anything with ketchup. Do you put ketchup on your cottage cheese or eggs in the morning? Love finding state of liberty. Yeah, Thrifts would not know. I don't even know that one. Is that one that Caleb talked about before? I feel like there's a brand that Caleb talked about before that reminds me of that. Anyone get catfished by jeans and thinking they're diesel? Yes, I freaking always get catfished. I always think they're diesel. Those Buffalo David Benton or whatever they are, they're so nice. And you think they're good, but they're not good at reselling. Don't pick them up. Ew, what's up, Festive? Welcome in. You came just in time. All the time with those jeans. All the time. I'm the same way. All right. Let's see. I'm just curious to see what this canceling request is. Okay. Oh, someone bought a Mizzen and Main shirt, and then they want to cancel it. Cool. Relist for free. Approve and relist for free. Okay. So we relisted that shirt for free. Cancellation and pinning. Now, if you are new in here, check this out. We're going to go over to Nifty. And we're going to go to delisted. Delisted. It's probably somewhere on here, right? Wouldn't it be somewhere on here? Maybe it hasn't delisted yet. But there's that pair of shorts we just delisted. But yeah, so it will come up here as delisted here soon. Because I just delisted it, I guess. Gross, sir. Sorry. Hey, that's we nasty in here. We talk about that. You know what another sucky thing is? I cannot find my lockbox key or my P.O. box key for the second time. Shit. Not good. And I have a return. The reason I say that's because I have a return. Cool pair of shorts, cool shorts. The actual K-U-H-L pair of shorts. Isn't that how you spell it? Yeah, K-U-H-L. $24.99 regular sale. Regular sale. It should be going to AA Ron. Is it going to AA Ron? It is going to AA Ron. I'll tell you what. I love the comedy shows on the cruise. I love it. You know what else I love? You guys know me again. I just don't get it. I don't care. I love sitting in the front row. Sit me in the front row at comedy shows and just clown on me. Just tear me apart. I love it. I think it's hilarious. Because you know I won't give it back, but I'll talk back. You know, like answer. I won't be just silent. I love it. It's fun. Oh, God, Nick, Nick, come on now. I mean, yes, I'm with you, but oh, geez. I'm going to get nifty this week. I'm really hoping to see an increase in my sales. So let's talk about it festive. If you're listing daily, like 5 items a day or so, and you have over 150 items, you start cross-listing, you will see an increase in sales. But it's a good time to be doing it. I was going to say because it's summer slowdown, but this is a good time to be doing it. Anything you can do to help your sales in the summer is a good thing. Just use Nifty AI listing tool. A coach back after 2 minutes on eBay. It might be something to this. Yeah. I think it sounds like there is something to this Nifty again. Put the air tag on those keys. I know. Damn it. Dory, You're literally telling me I'm old. I've been putting, we were talking about putting air tags on my dad's stuff who has dementia. And oh man, dang it. I know. I mean, it's hereditary. My grandma had it, my dad. I feel like I'm young, too young. Polo Ralph Lauren at 3XB, linen Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Great summer item. Sold via promoted listing, $29.99. I have 350 items on eBay, not as many on Posh. I'm on the other platform. I'm not on the other platforms yet. Yeah, festive. You're gonna get Nifty. Make your accounts on Depop and Mercari, and then get all your stuff cross-listed over to Poshmark from eBay, and then do all your stuff cross-listed over to Depop and Mercari, and get your automation stuff all set up, and you'll be good. Like your offers and your relist and recreates and all that sort of stuff. Here is a Viore shirt. How about that? Viore is a really cool brand to find because a lot of people don't know what it is. It doesn't have the Lululemon anywhere. And you look at the back, no Lululemon, but the Viore symbol is all the way down here by the bottom seam. I feel like I find it often. There's actually one right over here. I have too, another one. So Viore shirt, $26.99 for a Viore shirt. Better than Lululemon. Jins, you're losing keys too? Where, guys, drive me crazy. I felt like I left it in my pocket, and then I looked at all my pockets. I can't find them. I got to find it. I have returns, and they will not, even with the photo ID, they will not they will not let me in my P.O. box with my photo ID or anything. I have to buy a new key. So, yeah. All right. Viore. Okay, so I bought a ton of these Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. They're new with tags. They are, like I bought them all locally. And they're new with tags, or new without tags, I guess I should say. New without tags, size small, all of them. I actually asked if I could have them for cheaper if I bought all of them, and they sold them to me for cheaper. So I bought them for $4 each, and I'm selling them for $12.99 each. And that might not sound like great profit, but that's just where they were. There was like 30 of them, and I only have to list one. And so I decided to do that. Good morning, Cookie. What's up, Cookie? Cookie. Yours is mentioned is probably ADHD, forgetfulness, for sure. I mean, I had a psychiatrist. I still have that I talk to everyone like semi-annually or something. Psychiatrist. But when I see a psychiatrist, they said for sure I have ADHD, and I just have never treated it. And so that's just how I go throughout life. With Nifty, it's important to think of time. The highest plan is $3 per day. Will it save you more than $3 per day? In most cases, yes. There you go. It's a good way to put it, Nick. So the highest plan, the most expensive plan is $3 per day. So I pay $3 per day is what I'm paying for Nifty. Saves time. I also lost my P.O. Box key. Guys, what is wrong with us? We can't be doing that. Another one of these Brooks Brothers shirts with the little hit on the front, and another Nifty sale, $19.80. $19.80. I spent $5 for it. My phone is the worst to use. Yeah, don't lose your phone. But that freaking P.O. Box key. So this is my fault. They gave me the first set of keys. They gave me. I had 2 keys attached to one little key ring. And I never took them off. I left them both on there. Well, of course, I lost both of them at the same time. I go in and I get one key, and I've lost that. And it's only been a few weeks. Hopefully Shelby's not watching this. You never put stuff where you should put it. These are Chaco kid shoes. Little kids Chacos. Perfect time of year. I mean, like unworn condition. Honestly, if I'd known, I would probably have not sold these and just had them for my son. These sold for $9.90. So that was a nifty offer too. $9.90. They're going They're going in a priority, actually. Priority. My mail people just give me my stuff, luckily. Hope to find your key soon. Thanks, Festive. I wish my mail people did, but they don't. I don't know. I go to a pretty big post office, and they probably have to be like strict and go by the rules there. You know what I mean? So these shoes are going out. My bonus sister, future-in-law, just celebrated her 50th. Let's go. Bonus sister. How about that? What a nice way to put that. Your bonus sister, your sister-in-law, just celebrated her 50. So that's why we were on a cruise. One of my best teacher friends, I posted a couple pictures on my stories. One of my best teacher friends, probably my best teacher friend, turned 50. And so a year ago, she said, do you guys want to go to Hawaii with a group of us to celebrate my 50? We're like, yeah, we'll go. And then they all decided we're going to go on a cruise instead of Hawaii. So yeah, happy 50th to your sister-in-law. My son has ADHD. That's how I know. I know. The thing is, it's not mine. I have some other family members that have ADHD, and it's like super impulsive ADHD and all that sort of stuff. I'm not impulsive in that regards. So it's all under the same umbrella. ADD and ADHD is all under the same umbrella now. There's just different spectrum, like autism, highly functioning autism, all that stuff, nonverbal autism. We all have ADHD in my house. It makes things interesting. You know, it is what it is. Paid $10 at the flea market on Saturday for $35 FAS Sword Standing Tiger. Hope it sells. I hope it does too. You guys know, you saw that video. I bought a couple of Melissa and Doug dogs the other day. Pretty big. I hope they sell. They will sell. Bearder will buy them off me. Peter Millar, pair of pants. Usually a good sale if I would have just checked the inseam. The inseam is a 26. So these are very, very short. You can probably see here. I mean, they're like my shoulder width. Very, very short. So I had to price them down. $14.40 was how much they sold for. Again, a nifty sale. I paid $5 for them. I didn't lose money. I didn't lose money on them. I just should have done a little bit more due diligence when picking them up. AG, we talked about that before. And Peter Millar, probably 2 pairs of pants. You want to make sure the inseam isn't crazy. And just do it by holding them up. If they go really down low, then you know they're too short. Me, it's easy because I'm a guy and I know, I'm like a 32, 33 inseam. So yeah. I'm just as old. I think the older we get, the more knowledge we have to retain. It's hard. Yeah, right. And especially if you don't use it, you lose it. That's what she said. Found a pair of Vibram 5-finger shoes with tags. Great sell-through rate. Yes. I have not seen those in years. I didn't know they still sell those. Vibram 5-finger shoes. I have not seen those in years. I know all you guys remember them, especially if you've gone to the gym maybe 10 or 12 years ago, like people wearing those. Goofy looking. Vintage old school key hangers on the wall. Help not to lose. I know. Listen. With the Tesla, your key is your phone. So at least with that, I can't lose. I'm not going to be losing that. Another one of those IB Cool shirts sold for $26.10. Same thing. Nifty sent out an offer. USPS was extremely slow lately. You expect during the holidays, not now. I don't know. That's a good, I don't know. So they have been, Fred, you said. I don't know why they've been slow. Maybe they need more workers. I don't know. Something to ask Wayne, since he was a delivery man, a postal service worker. He might have a good idea of why it'd be slow this time of year. I don't know if mine's been slow because I haven't shipped in a week, but we'll find out because I have a ton of packages right down there. Found my first Peter Millar jacket at the thrift and paid $6. Can't wait to list it. List that thing. List it. That's a brand that I list year-round no matter what it is, just because it's a golf brand. No issues with the Tesla in the Indy winters. Yes, issues with the Tesla in the Indy winters. If you guys have a Tesla, while I pack this is a zero restriction, but it has Gore-Tex. So zero restriction with Gore-Tex, I'm always picking up. It's one of those like short sleeve. I don't know. Maybe if it's kind of chilly and it's rainy and you don't want the wind blowing on your chest or whatever, you're going to wear this. But your forearms will get wet. I never understand these things. And it sold for $27.99, just a regular sale. Teslas do not like cold. So my Tesla is supposed to get about 350 miles on a full charge. No, 315 miles on a full charge. In the spring, I probably get about 280, 290. You know, I can roll the windows down, don't have AC cranked or heat or anything. In the winter, I probably get like 210. It probably cuts it off by a third, my charge, because it's so cold and they hate the cold. They hate the cold. And then when it's really hot out, kind of similar because you're pumping out that AC like crazy, all that sort of stuff. $20. I told you earlier, when I was on the cruise, everything was like nifty looking sales when I was getting sales. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren lightweight hoodie. I have been picking these up for $5. These do sell. So the heavy hoodies sell really well. But these lightweight hoodies with this screen print right there sell well. $20.70 on that. Are we through summer slowdown yet? No. Unfortunately, my worst months are usually July and like the beginning of August. June, July, August. July is usually my slowest month. And February. So the worst, for me, the worst for clothing for me is July usually in the summer. But we're not going to let it slow us down. We're going to keep listing. We're going to keep listing, right? We get half our sales that we normally get. We're going to list double what we normally list. And then we'll have our same amount of sales, right? That's how we'll do it. Peter Millar pants. These are performance pants. 36-34 Crown Crafted performance pants. These sold for $29.70, which I guarantee you, if you do 10% off $32.99, it's going to be $29.70. Watch. $32.99, take 10% off. I bet it's $29.70. That's a nifty sale. That's why I say that. Thanks for doing these lives. I always learn something. Appreciate you, Cindy. Yeah, I like doing them too. You guys know I'm social. And this can be a lonely, you don't have many coworkers, at least in person. So you guys are the coworkers. The coworkers that are in person are usually competition. Those are not the good coworkers. We're not competition because we're in different parts, we're in different areas. Okay, here is a Robert Graham. This is a 2XLT with the jacquard print. So it's all over white with the print inside the print. You can kind of see that jacquard print. Inside, it's got even a little paisley guy. It's got your flip cuffs. That sold for $34.99, full sale. Full sale, $34.99. UMass checks out. Does it? Is it checking out? You guys have to double check me. Found a brand pair of jeans called Joe's, but accidentally threw them in the washer. Uh-oh. Did they dye all your other stuff? Did they dye all your other stuff? July has been one of my best in the last 2 years. Weird. There you go. See? We're coworkers. We're telling each other. So Melissa is saying, listen, or not Melissa, sorry. Melinda is saying July is one of her best months. The best month. So Surf's had a bad month, usually in July, and Melissa, good months in July. So that is hope. That is hope. That is the silver lining. It's people's best months too. When you lot polos together, that can't sell for $17.99. Do you double the price or go a little higher? What I do, Xavier, is I go a little lower. Let's see. So, for example, I have 3 Patagonias here that I lotted up. 1, 2, 3. Let's say, I don't even know what I have these at, but let's say I would normally list those at $18.99 a piece or something like that. I'll lot them up and make it so that they're about 16 per item. Make it so 60. It takes less time for me to list it if I lot it, and it gives someone a little bit of a better deal. So it'd be $15, and I would triple that. Any idea of what price point to list Peter Millar winter wind gust coat for? I don't. I'd have to look up the comp. But also, just so you know, if you look up this winter coat for Peter Millar, your comps are going to be the last 3 months, which probably isn't going to be really accurate. So I would probably, if the comp, let's just say, I have no idea how much to sell for. Let's say the comp is $50 over the last 3 months, maybe price it at like 70, just because it would probably sell in the winter for 70. Yeah. What do you sell in July? Linda, what do you sell? Do you sell clothing or do you sell other things? Because Bearded will tell me that his stuff sells fine. He doesn't sell. Pair of Patagonia pants. These are the convertible pants. So they have your zip off knee at the knees. These sold for $30.60. Another Nifty sale. Got a lot of Nifty sales during vacation, obviously. So we're going deeper. This is probably like, I don't know when this was. Maybe probably like Wednesday of last week. Something like that. Maybe something like that. All these sales are not weekend sales, by the way, if you're just ordering. A lot of these are from being on break. This is a shirt I bought for $1 at a church sale. I never heard of this brand. It was just with some other nice shirts, and it had some really cool buttons. This is the brand right here. I don't know how to pronounce it. Y'all can pronounce it. Right there, BOGOSSE. And it sold for $18 via promoted listing. Paid $1 for it. Great. My guess is the comps are a little bit higher, and I paid $1 and I just priced it under that. Mostly men's clothing and linens. Mostly men's clothing. So the same stuff as me, at least with men's clothing. Same stuff. So let's go. We're going to have good sales in July. Guys. That's how I think of it. We're going to have good sales in July. Especially if you're listing on season items. Now, let me make sure this is not going. Okay, it's not. I did sell an American Girl doll for $108. That I did not pack up. I did sell an Atocha coin that I've had for a while for $745. I packed that up separately. It's over here. And then back to clothing, Kju's. It's another one of those Kju's. This is an online arbitrage. There's your brand. Sold for $32.99. Bought a whole bunch of these for $20 a piece. They were selling for right around $40, and then the sales really slowed down, so I just dropped them to $32.99 on those. So Kju's. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think the Resell brothers called it a different name when I watched one of their videos. Just look for that. Just look for that symbol and the name, the spelling. Andrew. Let's go, Andrew. Next item is this is a retail. So that's online arbitrage. This is retail arbitrage. A terry cloth, which is like a towel feel. Polo Ralph Lauren. And short story, MSRP $138, sold for $59 via promoted listing. I used to wear Polo Ralph Lauren terry cloth polo, like 2005, 2006. Polo Ralph Lauren terry cloth polo. My wife, Shelby, I was dating her at the time. Those are gross. Those are awful. Those, get that out of here. Those are so unattractive. And now they're worth money. So thanks, Shelby. I could have still had those and probably sold them and made good money on them. Instead, you made me donate them probably. Back when we first started dating. What a punk. All right, next item is a Peter Millar shirt. Peter Millar polo shirt that sold for $34.99. Why did it sell for $34.99? Because of the golf logo. This is Harbortown Golf Links. It's a popular golf course. Harbortown Golf Links, and it's black. I just feel like black and white sells well. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, like Michael Jackson says, but it does sell well. One or the other. Juice is pronounced juice. K-Juice. K-Juice. K-Juice is the name of that. K-Juice. Pronounced juice. You got the juice? You got the juice? All right. So that sold for $34.99 regular eBay sale. I listed that on the cruise. So that was listed for less than a week. A pair of cool pants, size 34, 30, or 34, 36, 34. They sold for $34.99 via promoted listings. I remember I put this in a church video, that video I made. I paid up for these. I think I paid $10 for these, and they sold for $34.99. No big deal. I'll pay up. I'll pay up. We also have one Amy D. We do have one box. We do have one box. It was like one of my first sales why I left. And surprisingly, I actually had no one say, hey, I bought my order 3 days ago and it hasn't shipped out. What's going on? Because usually when I put my store on vacation mode, I get that question. So it sounds like everyone knew that they were buying something that wasn't going to be shipped out for a week. Usually I always get that question. And I always respond with, hey, when you bought this, there should have been a banner and it says it will be delivered next week. If you didn't see that, no problem. I can cancel your sale and refund you. What do you want to do? And then they decide from there. A pair of Relwyn shorts. Relwyn shorts. These sold for, this is a really good brand to be able to look out for, by the way. Oh, no, this did not sell next. This icon jacket. This icon jacket. I put a post on Facebook about this jacket. It's got this big old skull. This is like a motorcycle jacket. Icon jacket. I paid $10 for it. It sold for $76 internationally. And this is going to go in a box. In a box. Regular box? Yeah, regular box. Yep, just for you, Amy. 10 by 10. If you're good with that. Go to Huckberry and study all those brands. Huckberry. I've learned a lot. Sell-through rate. Okay, guys, there you guys go. Cookie, go to Huckberry and study all those brands. Huckberry. Go to the website, Huckberry, and study those brands. That's a good, there you go. Don't pay for a course. Go study those brands. My first cool fleece vest. Would you guys list new or now or wait until fall? So I always recommend don't twiddle your thumbs. If you have nothing else spring to list, but you have time to list it now. So I never twiddle my thumbs. When I first started reselling, I listed everything I had. And if I ran out of inventory, I'd go find more. No matter what it was, I'd be listing it. I only list now seasonally because I have tons of inventory. Just got a sale and it says it doesn't need shipped until Friday at 3-day shipping. It was a reminder, yeah, that Thursday is Juneteenth. Yeah, Thursday, the post office is closed, everybody. The post office is closed on Thursday, Juneteenth. Juneteenth. Next item is that pair of Relwyn shorts. This pair of shorts sold for $50. $50. So be on the lookout for Relwyn. Obviously, good brand, especially like jackets and pants and stuff. They sell really well. $50, just a regular sale. Did you swoosh? Yeah, I don't know. Like I always say, we don't care, right? It doesn't matter as long as we know how to spell it and look for the symbol. That's all that matters. I can't pronounce half the stuff. I always list everything. I'm still selling hoodies and jeans. There you go. NL, list it. So the chat says list it. List it. Next item is none other than a Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check. A live would not be complete without selling a Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check shirt. Pink XL should have sold for $21.99. Sold for $21.99. Sold via promoted listings. Yep. So I sell these for $21.99. The gingham check. What are we doing in here? What's up, Trisha? What's up, Trisha? Did you guys end up going to Torchy's? I hope you did. I don't know if I asked you that and you responded. I've been busy. Relentless, Taylor Swift, Proof, Ellen Fisher, and ooh, okay. There you go. Good brands. Relentless. Relentless. That might be a new brand to me. Relentless. That sold for $21.99. This next item I took photos of, and then the comps weren't great. So it is what it is. And it sold within like a couple days. So what's up? No, you didn't? Dude, K-Way is, what a turd. What? Let me guess. He didn't want to leave. He had a whatnot show, or he wanted to get online so people saw his face. He has to be seen and heard, right? He didn't want to go. We went to a different place. We suggested it was delicious, though. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll stop talking crap about him if he went with you. Okay, got you. It's Relwin, not Relentless. Got you. Hello, all. What's up, all? So this is what sold. This hat. It's a vintage Looney Tunes hat with all these characters. It's a snapback. It sold. It's got the Warner Brothers, whatever. Sold for $8.99. $8.99. Just putting that in a little box for Amy D. Sending it on the way. Thank you, NL. There you go. Sold a few corduroys the past week. Oh, so list what you can. Yeah, there you go. List what you can. All about it. Yeah, I probably should have just given this one to my friend, but he doesn't sell a lot of vintage hats. My vintage buddy, I don't think he does a lot of vintage hats. Just mostly clothing. Oh my gosh. This pile. All right, let's go over to Poshmark. That's it for eBay. 9 Poshmark. We're near the one down there, so maybe next time. His excuse is there's no good thrift stores. There's no good thrift stores near it. There's no good thrift stores. So what? It's about the company. Bearded and I go out of the way to go to Torchy's. All right, so this is a Peter Millar pair of swim trunks. Pretty easy to find them. You're going to look for the little Peter Millar logo there, and then usually on the inside, you'll see all sorts of crazy print. It's usually Peter Millar or Robert Graham if you see that lining like that. So we're going over to Poshmark now. Peter Millar, these sold for $19. These were either $3.99 or $1.99. But again, I did my average sales. Ooh, these are Poshmark. Great. Priority. All right. Priority envelopes. Peter Millar swim trunks. Guys, this is my swim trunk tote. I better run a sale on my swim trunks. That's all I got to say. Air purifiers. Rainmate air purifiers. That's something I'd list on Facebook Marketplace. Cool hat. It was a cool hat. Sold pretty cheap too, huh? Sold pretty cheap. All right. There's that. Next item. This was a great sale. It happened overnight. Holderness and Bourne. New with tags. I bought this at a thrift store for $5. Holderness and Bourne, just a hoodie. Holderness and Bourne hoodie. Nothing special. There's your little Bourne or whatever. New with tags. It sold for $70 on Poshmark. That was a really good sale. Take that. I'll take that all day. All day. Let me get that out of here. Cookie. We got to say something nice to someone today. Give someone a compliment. Give someone a compliment. Oh, God. Oh, I got something else. Speaking of compliments, I tell you, man, this world, these people. So I was in D.C. on a big layover, and I was at Reagan International Airport, which is where that American Airlines and helicopter collided. So right there, it's not that big of an airport. At least the runways aren't. But right where our terminal was, Terminal E, was at the very end with the windows, and you could see the Washington Monument, the the Senate, the Capitol building, the monument, and then like everything else was right there. And this was Saturday? Yes, Saturday. And our plane got delayed. There's a 3-hour no-fly zone from 6 to 9 during the 250th annual or the 250th birthday of the Army. So they had the parade with the helicopters and fireworks and all this stuff, and we could see the helicopters and the fireworks and everything. So I posted a picture to my stories, like, pretty cool sight to see this 250th birthday of the Army with the helicopters, and just posted a picture of it. And I had someone message me from my stories with a puke. They said the puke symbol and said, I'm unfollowing you. What? Like, we don't support our military these days? Okay. My wife's like, you gonna say something back? I'm like, no, I don't care. Sims. This is a Sims shirt, long sleeve. Sims long sleeve shirt. And it sold for $20. This is like a prime example of just a lightweight. Someone's going to wear it fishing, even on a hot day. They're going to wear that fishing because it keeps its natural sun protector. Yeah, I thought so too. Unpatriotic. I don't care. It's probably because people are like, oh, you know, Trump put it on. No, it's the Army. It's the 200th birthday of the Army. Do you want to be in Iran right now or Israel? I don't. Shoot, that should have gone in whatever. Do I want to be in Ukraine right? No. I like my army. I'm good. Everyone gets into politics. Everything turns into politics. It's so, get out of here with it. Get out of here. If you're not happy with the current administration, guess what? In 3.5 years, there's going to be a new one in there. And then in 4 years after that, there's going to be a new one. Comps are all over the place for new attacks. 1996 Atlanta Olympics hat. Not sure they should be priced. There's a whole bunch of different models of that hat, shirts, sweatshirts, all those. So the 1996 Atlanta Olympics were obviously really popular because they're here in the U.S. and everyone was making stuff for that. Typical 90s, made lots of bootleg, but those still sell great. So you just have to find one identical. Google Lens it, see if you can find the same one. Sounds like someone who watches too much news and has a miserable life. Yeah, I agree. Right now I've been watching, I'll tell you what I do watch right now on YouTube. It's called Agenda Free. It's a live, this guy that does live, basically like just live coverage of like what's happening in Israel and Iran. Like that's interesting to me. Or if there's a hurricane or whatever. It's called Agenda Free. This is a FootJoy, and this sold for next to nothing because I priced all my FootJoys down. These plain FootJoys with just a regular local golf course suck. They just don't sell very well for me. Sold for $12. Meh, I paid $5. Too many people are filled with hate anymore. I know. Trust me. I got a lot of, there's people close to me. It's like, I just don't say anything. I know, like, stand up for, I just don't say anything. It's not worth it to me. It's not worth it to me. We just resell. And if you don't want to follow me for resell advice because I posted a picture of some fireworks, okay. I like watching it. I just didn't like hearing brought to you by, insert company name here. Oh, yeah. And now I didn't watch it because I saw it. But I did see a clip of Palantir. If you guys know Palantir, it's a company that does like air defense and stuff. Yeah. So brought to you by means, well, so it's these companies that paid money to have their name said during the event, right? So they paid a lot of money, which probably paid for a lot of the event, which it's not good, but also it probably means a lot of taxpayers' money did not go towards the event. So I don't know. But I did hear some of the Army say there's two things people in the Army don't like. And one of them is doing parades. I don't know. That's just what someone said. Here's a Johnny O shirt. I bought this because it has this all over, what is it? Octopus? All over octopus print. It even has this little guy on the side. So here's your difference. Johnny O, all over with a gross golf course symbol. It sold for $19. That FootJoy sold for $12. So there's your difference. Get those Under Armour big size polo shorts. 2XL, 3XLT, $19.99 all day long. Hey, oh, shirts. Got you, Cookie. Yes, shirts. I feel like that's what I do now. I feel like that's what I do. Yeah, look, 3XL. It's the first one I pulled out. That I will get those. 3XL. I will get those Under Armour 3XL. Or new with tags, stuff like that. I don't discriminate against all Under Armour. There's still some Under Armour polo shirts that I will pick up. Dang it, this should have gone in a freaking priority. What am I doing? I watch, Trisha says, I watch nothing. I go outside, touch grass, enjoy life, friends and neighbors. Ain't that the truth? Trisha listens to music, goes to concerts, eats tacos, and loves her life. And I know that's true. All those things. Could you tell they didn't? You could tell they didn't like it. Those guys were not in sync at all. Yeah, the Army. Yeah, I don't know where I heard that. They said there's two things that the people in the Army don't like. I don't know. These are Abercrombie and Fitch cargo shorts. Abercrombie and Fitch is really good. You saw it on Facebook. I posted a picture of someone who sold a pair of camo Abercrombie and Fitch pants. Camo Abercrombie and Fitch pants are a huge bowl. I've never found them. I found camo shorts. They sell for around 50 or 60. These blue shorts sold for 25. Priority mail. $25. Paid $3.99. I got these all at the same place. Oh, you left out go to Disney. Yeah. Go to Disney too. Disney makes people happy. Disney makes me happy. Real quick, would you buy ladies' fossil watches for $9.75? Ladies' fossil, probably not. Men's, maybe. I used to work at Fossil, and I had like 20 of them. Believe it or not, whoever had the most sales every month got a free Fossil watch. And guess who got the most sales every month? Just because I would talk to people. And I wasn't one of those people that like was lazy. Could you tell if you didn't like happy wonderful day. There you go. There's sunshine. Brock Jones. What's up, Brock? Look at Brock. Former student. Brock, always positive. Always positive. Ever since I've known him. eBay is flooded with Fossil. Yeah, I don't usually buy women's Fossil. I don't see it very often, though. Because our thrift stores don't put out jewelry. This is the Nutter, which is a line of Chubbies. The Nutter. This is a shirt. And obviously it's a shirt. And it sold for $18. So the Nutter shirt, $18. Yeah, you don't need people like that anyway. Yeah, I don't. It just doesn't bother me. Again, my wife's like, you should say something. Like, I don't care. I don't care about that. I'll take that time to list something. Make some money. Pay for the next cruise. That's what's important. Also, putting it in priority envelopes and not those. Okay. This is a really good sale for me. I do not pick these up. I don't pick them up anymore. These were a mistake buy. Brooks Brothers with the little pony right there, polo shirts. Maybe it was my photos. I don't know. But I lotted them together, and they sold for $23 for the two of them. So 10 into 23. I never buy these anymore. Regular polo shirts by Brooks Brothers. I don't buy them anymore. Could have been my fault, but I'm glad to get rid of them. Brock is a goat. Brock, look at that. Brock, they said you're the goat. Look at that. We love you, Brock. Tomorrow I get to spend my day getting tattooed with my Maleficent. Ooh. Trisha, we need to see that. You got to send me that picture. I love like hearing people's tattoos, why they got them, what they mean to them, all that sort of stuff. Let them unfollow. Yeah, let them unfollow. I don't care. We don't care. But you know what? I am excited that all this is packed. It's one of those things. You're gone for a week. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much to pack. I packed like a third of it last night. All the stuff that sold early on. And the rest of this I waited to be on with you guys. Unique looking or vintage Fossil. I'd probably buy it priced right though. There you go. You can always, those Fossils, they have serial numbers on the back of the case. You can look them up by serial number. If you can get close and Google Lens it, you can probably find the exact same watch. So again, you can probably comp out the same watch. Joseph, good morning. How do you price Polo Ralph Lauren viscose button-up shirts? Medium derby horse equestrian camp. Joseph, just send that to me. I'll double your money. $5.99. I'll double your money. I actually sold one of those recently. Let's go to Nifty. Let's go to Nifty real quick. Ralph shirt. I don't know where it would be. I sold one recently and it had like the equestrian stuff. So maybe give you an idea. Oh God, there's 5. No. Look at all the Ralph Lauren stuff. These are just the shirts too, right? You could probably Google lens it, but I mean, they go for over $50, pretty sure. Pretty sure mine went for over 50. I don't feel like it sold on eBay either. We got 2 more. We have 2 more pages, so we're just going to do it. We're just going to see if we can find it. I sell all these things? These all sold? I don't even know if these are the solds or just relisted and delisted. I don't know. I don't know where it's at. Let's go to eBay. I don't know. Yeah, just comp that out. That's a really good pickup. Those dress blues, those wool dress blues are miserable in the summer. Oh, I bet. Anything wool and summer don't go together. My husband wants to do full-time thing, and we've been building it up, but it's hung up about leaving his job only because the health insurance provided. Was it challenging to find your own? So, Joyce, I'm on my wife's health insurance. She's still a teacher, so we're under her health insurance. My old health insurance was really good at the district I worked in. Hers isn't as good, but I'm under her insurance. But that's something like ask K-Way Shop or Bearded, because they're full-time, or Caleb Sells, or yeah, ask those people. But yeah, that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in. We've been on here 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's probably a record. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Go Pacers. Please root on the Pacers. If you don't have any bias, root us on tonight. We need this win in OKC. If you don't hear from me for a day or 2, it's because we lost. All right, guys, have a good day. Get some sales in. List double.